Hello and greetings to some more tarot joy. We are today looking at the one card wonder for May 2025. How was your April? Still kind of the embers and the smoke is still going up, isn't it, from April? And I say that kind of also because we have a massive Cape Town fire here in the Southern Peninsula. There's a huge fire been going on for 5 days, and I was thinking about the sun in Taurus, the Earth, looking at the kind of the squaring the Pluto and Mars the combustible in Leo, fire, and Pluto dark, shadow, hidden stuff. They believe those arson, 3 fires started on purpose that have caused untold amounts of damage. It's like it just goes back to my video I made before this about the ranting and the bizarre mentality of people. What's that got to do with May 2025? Hopefully nothing, but we don't. We never know, do we? With humanity, they can be so beautiful. Humans can be so beautiful and light and miraculous and gorgeous and kind and courageous and do all kinds of beautiful things. And of course, then you have the opposite. So let's get down to May. So for the overview, at the beginning of the year, I did this overview of the tarot, and the card that came up from May in the overview was this. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles, you've got Daedalus at his bench there, kind of building on his wealth, as you can see at the bottom of this card, paying attention to detail, refining his skill, really kind of working at what he's doing. He's got his head down. He's just like really kind of getting on with his work. He's really kind of concentrating. If you look at his face, he's really kind of concentrating. He's like I say, really perfecting his skills, and he's really working hard to carry on the fertility. You see the vines on the pillars, you know, everything is rich, it's growing, it's fertile, he's disciplined, he's working. So that was the card that came up for the overview for May 2025, you know, getting great results if you just keep your head down and you keep working. So the card that came out with the shuffle of before my technical glitch, I don't know how to do this again, is the Eight of Wands. So there's 2 8s. Okay, very lucky number for in the Chinese culture. 8 is fortune and great lucky numbers. And here we have the Eight of Wands. So for May, let's look at the Eight of Wands. So this is about the Argo. This is the ship, the Argo. Jason is on there with the Argonauts, and he is just coming back from a kind of challenging and struggle to win the golden fleece off the big dragon. He's been in battle, and they've been have all kinds of attacks and influences around them, and yet here they are victorious on the Argo, the ship coming back with the golden fleece, and the dolphins are helping them along. The seas are all rough and up, and what I like about this card is in the Rider-Waite, you have 8 batons in the air. Here you have the Argo with the 8 batons, the wands basically standing up in the ship. If you can see them there, there's 8 wands. Now, I think the to help with the kind of meaning, when you think of the wands in the air moving swiftly along, this card is a card of movement, action, taking action, driving forward, pushing forward. It can be a card of communications, ideas coming to a head. Some people would say ideas coming to conclusion, but in the Rider-Waite, the batons, the wands are up in the air. So it can be a card of things up in the air. These battens wands on this card are on the Argo. They're in the middle of the ocean. They haven't yet reached their destination. They're still kind of journeying, but they are journeying with a great sense of satisfaction and victory, because they do have the golden fleece on board and they have overcome the struggles. And in the Mythic Tarot deck, this is very much about overcoming. You've overcome your struggles, and now this is the kind of the swift movement forward. It's like the next stage, the next step. It's that lovely moment of just kind of kind of not really taking a step back, because they are on the ship, but I'm sure they're having a sit down, aren't they? They're not going to be swabbing the decks. Are they? They're like going to be there just enjoying their lovely sails in the air and going forward with their trophy on board. So it's obviously a card of like rushing ahead. You look at the dolphins in the water. It's propulsion. It's movement. It's whatever you're working on. It's like it's got like it's got some rocket fuel in it now. Your mind might have rocket fuel. It's wands. It's fire. It's action. So whatever you're working on in May, or whatever you want to get done in May, coupled with the card of the Eight of Pentacles. It's a very nice, I think, pairing. The Pentacles of working hard, perfecting what you're doing, just going over the fine details, making sure everything is right. And then with this card, you've got that lovely, that energy, that propulsion, the action, the fire, the motivation, the drive to actually get the Eight of Pentacles, really doing what it wants to do. So it's not quite finalized. It's not quite at the end of the journey, but there is this sense of excitement that things are really going ahead. So wonder what you've got going on in May, or wonder what you want to put this energy to. This lovely kind of that Eight of Wands energy. If there's something that you'd really want to kind of, I mean, obviously on that ship, they can be contemplating their next move, or they can just be contemplating their success. It can be a card of gaining clarity on complex kind of and multi-layered things that are going on. And obviously they've just been fighting off dragons and all kinds of stuff, and so they might just be contemplating what they've learnt from that. But definitely a card of swift communications, rushing ahead, of expressing that quick thinking with the fire, that quick mind, that mercurial fire, quick thinking, like big picture, give me the overall. So I think how did that get upside down? Sorry, Daedalus, nearly all your pentacles nearly fell on your head then. So I think for May 2025, there's great possibilities here. Like I've said before, Saturn's moving into Aries at the end of this month, so it's yet another planet in Aries. There's a real fire stack up, really, at the end of April and the beginning of May. So it's use the fire, not to lose your rag, be volatile, or be like aggressive or out of control, like a volcano. Use your fire to do things. Channel your fire into something really creative, really productive. And throughout May, with all this other change that's going on, we've had the March, we've had the lunar eclipses, we've had Neptune into Aries, we've had the squares now, we've got Saturn coming into Aries, and there's the other stuff. But use it creatively. That's the whole point. Just use this fire creatively. Use the Aries energy creatively. This is fire, and then this is earth, earthing the fire. And you know that earth, if you put earth onto a fire, it will put it out. So use them well, use them very creatively, like I say, productively, and you could have a very productive, creative and satisfying May 2025. Okay, so hope that is helpful. Hope you enjoyed that, and hope the fires are being put out. I just did see a helicopter drop a big load of water on the fires on the mountain, so all looks like it's being sorted. And that is water on fire and earth. That's quite interesting, isn't it? So have a beautiful May. Make the absolute best of it. Wishing you joy and great starry blessings and warm, sunny, happy, uplifting blessings to you. Have a great one. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.